Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at the Wii once again. In my previous videos I talked about the Wii itself, but in this video I want to talk about something pretty damn cool I picked up a very long time ago. I picked up this collector edition of Tasunoku versus Capcom. And what I didn't understand about this game is like, why didn't they just only release this in the arcades and I think it's only Wii. Correct me if I'm wrong. The thing is, like with this game, I personally never got to play it, and I did notice that back in the day when I was in a game shop and I was more like, Wii game, fighting, something you don't like have this perfect combination with. But now realizing I just missed something out pretty damn awesome. But let's take a close look at what's inside the box. So take consideration that Tasunoku vs Capcom game was not included with the stick normally, or what I understand of, but it came with the stick because I asked the seller. So a very long time ago somebody was selling off his complete collection. I thought I need to have this for the collection, but also need to make a video about it because I think this is quite a cool novelty. Like Tasunoku vs Capcom, yeah, again, correct me if I missed it out, like, that it released somewhere else. And yeah, of course emulation is one of the ways to play, but if you want to have the original real deal, yeah, you need to have a freaking Wii. Okay, so let's take a close look at the stick. So this thing will be connected with my remote of the Wii. Let's pull it out. The packaging. But let's take a close look at the stick itself. So the first thing I'm noticing, this thing is quite heavy. So quite heavy is kind of good. Too heavy is not great. But okay, so let's take a close look at the stick itself. So the first impression I'm having about this stick is quite positive. First of all, we're going to get this gigantic metal plate, and guess what, this will give us most weight to the stick. The rest is more like buttons and plastic fantastic. Another thing I noticed with the sticker, it's not like a glossy sticker, it's more like a matte finish, and it has this, this grip touch to it. So I would say that I really like it. The joystick, I see there is a square gate underneath, and I must say like the joystick, but also the buttons feel very nice. I must say, like, I was always a big fan of the Mad Cat stick. I can remember I still got the tournament edition back in the day for PlayStation 3. Then we're going to get the turbo button. Then we can switch between left and right stick. We have an unlock mechanism and of course the home button. Yeah, and of course this thing. We need to connect the freaking cable to a remote. Kind of cool because it will still make this stick kind of wireless. So that is pretty damn awesome. But okay, yeah. Okay, let's take a close look at the piece of paper that comes with it. Here we're having like the overall an explanation what the stick can do. Okie dokie, so let's take a close look at the freaking remote and let's plug this bad boy in. So that's the only thing that we need to do, and also we're going to use a freaking like the batteries of the remote itself. So no batteries, extra batteries inside the stick itself, that's it. Okay, so at the back, don't forget we're going to get the select and start, the plus and minus. So we don't need basically the remote itself. So let's plug in this game and let's see what this game is all about. Okay, so what I like about it is that we can navigate with the stick through the menu, so we don't need the remote anymore. So that is really convenient. Okay, I just want to briefly just go to the game just to see what it is all about. And for example, we're going to check the main menu, to check the select screen, and we're also going to do a quick gameplay. So we're going to get arcade, the Nintendo Wi-Fi, it's not going to work anymore, the shop, options, play data, training, time attack, survival, and yeah, version doesn't work because we don't have two remotes. Okay, so let's boot it up and let's take a close look at the character select screen. So I'm guessing you can still unlock a lot of new characters. And I'm just going to be honest with you guys, I don't even know every single character. Like Rival School, Street Fighter, of course, Mega Man, like the familiar ones. But there are a couple of them I don't really know what it is. I think it's really damn cool that you can play with a Lost Planet character. And like, as you can see, like some are like Shadow, so I'm guessing you still need a lot. But let's take a close look at the gameplay itself. Is it similar to, let's say, Marvel's Capcom? Okay, so when it comes to the Wii itself, I think most people will play maybe rhythm games, some basic sport games like Wii Sports, but games like Tasunoku vs Capcom, and again, like I never got the chance to play it. And before making this video, I did a quick train just to see what every single button do because I've never played it before. And I must say, like, this game is pretty damn awesome. I can still get this Marvel vs Capcom feeling, but slightly different. I'm just going to be honest, I love Marvel vs Capcom more than this game, simply because of the vibe, the way it plays, and of course the characters you can play with. But just wanted to check out some training mode just to see what we can do. I'm just gonna be honest, like my gameplay of this game just freaking sucks. Simply because I didn't give me some time to learn the full game. To be honest, the last couple of years, I'm not like being into the fighting game that much anymore, simply because there's so much stuff that we can play nowadays. Okay guys, so the Tasunoku vs Capcom, is this thing worth your money or picking it up? I think you need to be like a big fan of arcade and just to have this. Yeah, most people will have a Wii nowadays, they are like dirty cheap. The only problem is like finding the game and finding this combination of the stick itself. It's going to be a very expensive thing, and I would not be surprised this thing is going to be extremely expensive in the future. But I thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.